Hey guys, welcome to Jay's Outdoors and stuff. Today we're going to go over a place not too far from my house, Horsetooth Reservoir. It's a nice lake, big lake. It's above Fort Collins, not far off of I-25, easy to get to, and a really good place to go camp, fish, daytime activity. Great place to go. I wanted to review it now while we're in early spring and the campsites aren't open, because I can walk through there, look at stuff. You know, typically this is a place where there's a lot of people in, you know, swimsuits and bikinis, and look at me. Can you see me going through any of that area with a camera right now? Wouldn't be good. You have a lot of mad boyfriends and husbands and everyone else. But let's go over some of the points of the lake. I did get some good video of the lake that we'll go through after this. But some of the things that people are going to want to know. Let's go over some of the basics. The elevation of the lake is 5,430 feet. It's 2,040 acres of water plus 1,900 acres of public lands. Now these public lands aren't huntable. Okay, so anybody thinking about maybe coming up turkey hunting, deer hunting, they're not huntable lands. They're lands you can walk around on, walk your dog, get bit by a rattlesnake, things like that. It's 6.5 miles long, 212 feet deep at its deepest point. It's open year-round for activities of fishing, picnicking, I don't want to say swimming because it's going to get cold up here, you know, and some rock climbing. You know, in the summer, you're going to be able to do all that. Fishing, boating, camping, picnicking, swimming, water skiing, rock climbing. In the summertime, this is a great place to go. They have coves that you can't access by vehicle, that you can only access by boat. And since Fort Collins is a college town, some of the kids come up with their nice boats, big boats. Pretty sure it's daddy's boat, but either way, they go back into some of these coves and they party down. It happens there. The fishing, they say great fishing. Walleye, smallmouth, perch, trout, and other species. I know they put wiper in there in 2017. They're going to get big quick in that lake because they're probably going to feed on some of the smallmouths. The smallmouths in that lake are predominantly small. They're little guys. And in the video later, I'll show you I caught one up there, and he was a little guy, only about 10, 11 inches. But we'll keep going. There's 7 waterfront cabins available that are year-round. Plus Airstream trailer available. Now I've never seen the Airstream trailer, so I don't know. I couldn't give you much info on that. That's May through September that you can get the Airstream trailer. Full service marina, and I'll post a picture up of this pamphlet of the important parts. That way you can know, you know, the number for the marina, number for Larimer County camping or Larimer camping, because it is by reservation only. Now it's reservation only, but there are 150 plus campsites, 7 the camper cabins, and the 1 Airstream. There's 2 group pavilions that you can also rent in the area. I don't know what they cost. There's a 1-800 number here you can call and get some of that info from. The regulations, these are just the minor regulations. They have a full pamphlet of other regulations that if I went over, this would be the most boring video you ever watched on YouTube. Not a joke. Quiet hours, 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Now this one is a little off, and I even talk about it in my video. Only 3.2% alcohol is allowed. Glass and kegs are prohibited. The 3.2% alcohol, we stopped serving that in Colorado a couple years ago. We only can get 6%. I can't even go buy 3.2% alcohol. So I don't know what they do about that. I'm assuming if you just have cans of beers, they probably don't care, you know. And what you do about, you know, some of the little harder stuff, some tequila, Southern Comfort, you know, we want some shots, guys, some Fireball, come on. Maybe just keep that in the camper, you know, and don't let that out. I don't need to tell people, you know, be a little sneaky. I'm not law enforcement, so I'm not going to tell you don't bring it up there and you can't do it. I'm just going to say be wise about it. Pets must be leashed at all times, 10-foot max leash, and must not be left unattended. Kind of makes sense to me. I wouldn't just tie my dog off and leave and go fishing, so that makes sense. Camping is in designated campsites only. In case you're wondering what that is, remember there's 1,900 acres of public lands. You can't set up a tent on the 1,900 acres of public land. You need to be in a campsite. Homeland Security prohibits recreation on dams. Stay 100 feet away from dams when on land. No restrictions from water. So if you're boating and you want to fish the dams, you're good to do that. I'm a shore fisherman. I can't walk down on these dams and fish. Homeland Security thing. That's really all we got in there. I'll go over some of the quick fees. Assuming you're coming from out of town or you're only going to stay for a couple of days, it'll be $7 for your vehicle, $7 for your boat. So if you're a boat or a truck pulling a boat, that's 14 bucks. Not too bad. All other areas, and when they say all other areas, there's some trails that you can go park at the trail and walk the trail. Those are still $6 a vehicle. Now if you pay your $7 for your vehicle to get in, that covers you for everywhere. You'll be able to go to the trails, go around the lake, park not anywhere, but park in all the designated areas. You'll be good there with a $7 permit. The campsites and cabins. All right, these campsites that we looked at, they're pretty good. The full hookups are 30 bucks. The non-electric are 15, which in the review that I went around, I didn't see any that were non-electric, but there was one whole section that was cut off from me. So there may be some that are non-electric, but all the ones I went through and seen, they had some good power in them. Your camper will be happy. Electric 25. See, some of these they kind of contradict. So electric's 25, but full hookup's 30. And actually, I think I know what that is. I seen some of the campsites that did have water spigots in them, and I'm assuming that's going to be a full hookup, that you're going to get a water spigot and electric, but it's going to be 30. A second camping unit at site, 10 bucks. So if you go, your buddy goes, and another buddy goes, you're going to have to pay 30 for one, but the other two are only going to be 10 bucks. At least that's the way I understand it from reading this. The cabins that they have, which they only have 5 cabins, and when I've gone up there in the summer, these cabins are always rented out. I don't even know how available they are. You probably have to reserve now to get it in like 2022, The Airstream, 99 bucks, and I'm going to assume that's the same. Put a reservation in now, and you might actually get a rent it in 2022. Those are for that. All those fees are from April through September, so your prime hours, your prime time. Now in the off season, October through March, it drops quite a bit. Your truck and boat fees and those are still $7, but a full hookup drops down to 20. All the other campsites are only 15, and the camper cabin is 30 as opposed to 60. So you might have good luck getting one of the cabins in the winter, but really that lake, there's not much to do in the winter, unless maybe you waited for snow, wanted to just ski around the lake. You can't ice fish the lake, so that's not going to be a possibility in the winter. And as you see in my video, we're kind of at the end of winter, beginning of spring. You'll see there's people up there and doing things, but this is not full bore. Having fun right now. But we'll go ahead and we'll cut this and we'll go look. I'll get in some video and we'll go drive around the lake and take a look at it. Like I said, this is a really fun lake. It's above Fort Collins. There's 3 or 4 ways to get into it. So if you really are interested in Horsetooth Reservoir, look at a map and see which way is going to be the best way for you to get in. Because there's one from Loveland that comes in off of Glade Road. There's another 2 ways that come. No, they made that small enough that I ain't going to read it. And then there's a couple other ways that come in off of from Fort Collins. And it looks like one of them is County Road 38E, and they don't label the other road. Oh, no, my bad, sorry. 38E is one of them. And then, yeah, great. The other one just says to Fort Collins. Nice. Yeah, it's a pretty easy lake to get to. If you're interested in it, you like the review, and you think, hey, that's where I want to go camp, you know, call, make your reservation, look on a map of how you're going to get off I-25 and get up and through Fort Collins and up to the lake. It's a pretty simple one. I'm going to say it's probably about 15-20 miles off of I-25. All right, so we'll cut this and let's go look at the lake. We'll go get some video. All right, we'll walk through one of the campground areas around here. This was a campground I-5. They're not bad campgrounds. There's a lot of them around here. We got electric. Ooh, look at them outlets. Look at that. So if you come camping here, looking good. Picnic tables. We just had about 20 inches of snow over the last few days. Gentleman back there said he caught one nice crappie. If you caught one, I'd be tempted to fish that brush pile right there for a few more. That's awesome. Gentleman over there fishing. Leave him alone because I wanted to stay on the road just to walk through here a little bit. Right now they've got this gated off. Larimer County's closed all their camping for, I don't know, maybe a month or two, we'll see. But this is a good place to come camp. Outdoor, fish, boat. Yeah, good bathrooms, dumpsters. Yeah, campgrounds are nice, electrical, fire pits, marked off pretty well. You see. Down there, this goes all the way down. This goes down probably a quarter mile of campgrounds in here. I'll have to look at the brochure and see how many overall spots that there are on this lake, but I'm going to say there's probably a couple hundred on the lake. Water's looking good. Mountain over there is looking real good. Comes a nice boat. That looks awesome. Might be government boat. Looks like he's got a GPS satellite on the top, or GPS antenna. Nice. Yeah, we'll walk out of here and we'll go tour some of the rest of the lake. This is awesome. Awesome. We got the boat launch down below. It's a nice, lot of parking. Visitor center. If I can walk over here. Lots of people out. One boater. Right now they're letting boats out to fish. I doubt you want to water ski when it's this cold out. We'll be able to go down here, and we'll probably go down here and maybe we'll fish for a little bit. But over there's the entrance. Come in, there's some parking down in there. If you go around back in that way, more campgrounds all along there, all the way to about right there in the center of the frames where they end. They go all the way around that cove of the lake. And then in here is just parking, trailer parking. And as you can see, we go down more. There's more parking down here, and something that we can't see is there's a nice little pavilion that you can rent back in there. And like I said, we'll go down here, but I got a feeling that's a gate right there that's not going to let us past that point in my truck. We'll have to get out and walk. But cool, you can see a lot of people out doing their thing. Awesome. Highway on the other side. That's what goes around. You'll go around that way. Over to there. Cool. We'll go to another place. Alright, this is the lower part that we could see when we were up on that overlook. We were looking down. Swim, beach, and group use over there. All boats, camping, dump station, boating hours, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. This is a big lake, that's why we have to drive around it. There's no way we're walking this thing. Really cool cabins down here that you can rent. There's only about 5 of them, so good luck with that. And I'm pretty sure all 5 are booked throughout the year. That you're gonna find at every lake in Colorado. Mandatory boat inspections, zebra mussels, clean, drain, dry. Nice area here. There's a homeboy right down there fishing. Hopefully he's beating them up. We'll pull up to this sign up here. What's he say? Clean, drain, dry. Dock lights. Down there. It's a nice little pavilion down there that you can rent. Nice parking lot there. Not sure why that's not open, because that is just a nice parking lot. None of those are camping areas. They're all picnic areas. Alright. Campsite or picnic area. Sorry. It was the gate we came in. I don't think I was recording earlier. I think my camera shut off. Or that's why it shut off, because it's just inactivity. Nice picnic areas all along here. Nice big campground back in there. Pavilion back in there. Swim beach back in there. Really cool stuff. Okay, when we were up high, we could look around this cove. This might matter. There's a little market there on the south end of the lake. Bunch more campgrounds through here. Like I said, before I post this vid, I'll tell you guys how many campgrounds are up here, because this is a big lake and there's a lot of them. A lot of them are tight, like what you see in here. A lot of tight spots. If you take that way, you're going to go down into Fort Collins. If you're going to come from Fort Collins, you're going to come up this way. Arkansas city of Fort Collins. Parking lot for a trailhead there. What is the temperature today? 53 right now. 6 o'clock in the evening, 53 degrees. That ain't an uphill. Nice lake. We'll keep going that way. That way is north. Let's go up to the north end. Another good dam where I want to walleye fish. Here on the farthest north side of this lake. Looking down on that south end where we came from. That's where all the camp areas are, way down at the south end. There's this poor bus I've been following all the way around the lake. I followed it halfway when we went to the north end. Followed it all the way back down to the south end. He's got out-of-state plates, which is cool. The only problem is he's looking for a place to camp, and all these campsites are closed. So the poor guy's struggling, I think, to find a place to camp. You know, I could give him pointers on where to camp. The only problem is they're four-wheel drive areas, and you're not going to get that bus into them. But back down here on the south side by all the camp areas, on the south end we do have this home, gas station, store. Awesome. So there are some things available on the lake. Okay, when you're gonna make said fishing videos, make sure camera is on. Little smallmouth, little guy. Got him on a jerk bait, but fish, and we'll see if we can get some more. Yeah, turn your camera on if you're gonna make a fishing video, right? Review the campsite, do a fishing video,